Hi everyone, this is Elena with Glass Factory. We are on day one of Seismic Dance Event, but we have Kai Castro who is performing on day 3. So Kai, super excited to have you here.
Thank you so much.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. What's been like your musical journey? What's been your musical journey? We'll stop there and then I'll ask you another question about Seismic specifically.
Sure. So my musical journey, I guess I've liked a lot of styles over the years. I started playing with RealMusic Events, the promoter that puts on this festival and owns the concourse right behind us. 4 or 5 years ago now. And over that time, I've opened for a ton of artists, and trying to do my best job opening for those artists made me a bit of a chameleon sound-wise. So, I would open for like Shiba-san and MK, and it's like, okay, now I got to be housey. And it's like, okay, I'm opening for Prydz, and it's like, okay, I'm very at home. I'm playing progressive.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of thinking over COVID, and it's like, okay, I kind of narrowed my sound down a bit, more of a melodic house and techno, with two of my big dream labels being Compact and Anjuna Deep as kind of the direction that I'm heading in now.
Yeah, very cool. That's cool to hear that like you honed in on a sound, because I feel like a lot of people sometimes they'll like start with a specific sound and like really try and branch out from there, and it's almost like you went like the opposite way.
Exactly, yeah. Started with a very wide funnel because it's all cool, right? Like I wanted to listen to it all, and I came from an EDM background, like a lot of people that are like in their mid to late 20s did, right? Started with the big EDM boom in America, so I used to listen to big room trance and trap, and I loved Moonbaton. And so it's like I came from all of that and slowly over time narrowed the sound down more and more.
Yeah, okay, very cool. So who has been your favorite artist to open for?
It's got to be Prydz, yeah. He's probably my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah.
Like even as my taste has gotten more and more, underground, he's still my ride or die. Still love his old tunes. I love his new stuff, and I jump at any chance to see him live. So I have gotten to open for him twice, and it was a dream come true.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Did he have his full visual setup and everything?
So both times it was at Kingdom where there's no LED wall.
Oh.
So it was dark and intimate, and his light guy Liam still toured with him and still did lights there.
Yeah.
And even though it was a couple LED rods and a couple like moving heads, it was still a master class on setting the room, setting the vibe, using color to accentuate the songs. It was awesome.
Very cool. I bet that was like super unique, because I feel like with Prydz, like he's really well known for his like visual work. So I feel like that's super cool that you got to like not only experience a more intimate and like low-key set, but like that you also got to open for him.
Yeah, for sure. It was nerve-wracking at the time, but it was amazing. All my friends knew how much it meant to me and came out. My parents came out. They're like, $75 ticket, whatever,
Oh my gosh,
like, I'm there.
I love when family goes to support. I always think that's so cute.
It's so wholesome.
Yeah, it really is. A family affair. I think it's so cute.
It's so cute.
So what are you most excited about for Seismic?
Man, Seismic, it's really special to me because I've seen it since its inception. I've actually played all 4 Seismics, which I imagine probably like under 5 DJs that can say that at this point. And it just grows so much every year, from a new venue to just more attention to detail to the caliber of the artists on the lineup. Like it just gets better and better and better. And there's just so much to look forward to because I really have so much faith in Andrew and Kelly of RealMusic Events to pull out all the stops.
Yeah.
Like the concourse, for instance, is already a world-class venue.
Yeah.
And then we came in today and they had completely reconfigured all the production to fit the volcano theme.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that, where it's like it could have passed already if they put all red lights on, but no, they took down all the lights, put up all the lights again in a new pattern, and then made everything red to match. And it's that attention to detail that makes it really special.
Got the inside scoop over here on what's happening. Yeah, we went in there and we were just like, whoa, like, and then like obviously as it got darker and they had like more lights and stuff, it's crazy. That's my favorite stage by far.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
The other stages are really cool with the setup, but like the lights in there are crazy. Like.
Yeah, exactly. It's just so enveloping in there,
yeah.
right? You really just sink into it.
Yeah. So what would you like? when you think about your career, like 5 years from now,
Yeah.
right? Because like you've been DJing for 4 or 5 years already, so 2 times that amount. What do you like see for yourself?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would fully expect to be doing music full time at that point.
Very nice.
So I still have a day job. I studied engineering in college actually, so got the big degree and it allows me to like live comfortably and travel. But music is still the end goal. I mean, my current manager knows that. Like he knows I'm gonna quit to do music at some point. So it's going to be music full time. Hopefully I'll have a couple good releases under my belt, and I hope to have found a home base with a label that both empowers me to like gain fans around the world with their distribution and their reach, but also for me to bring a new flavor of sound and like a new style to their like repertoire, right? So hopefully it's one of those 2 I mentioned before, Compact or Anjuna Deep, but I'm very open to where the journey takes me, you know?
Very sweet. Well, we just talked about manifestation earlier today, so just say it a bunch of times and maybe it'll manifest.
Yeah, just say it every day. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do some quick fire questions.
Ready.
They'll be pretty silly, but if you could collaborate with one artist on the lineup, who would it be and what would your DJ duo name be?
Oh, man. That is a tough question. I'll just say Patrice Baumel because we just saw him. He's a class act and just such a talented producer. As for the name, I don't know. I want to come up with something like really good that's not just like smashing both names together, you know? But I can't think of anything right now. Maybe something about being tall because he's like 6'6" and I'm 6'3", so.
Yeah, I'm not very clever at coming up with names.
Yeah.
That was a rough one. That was a rough one to do on the spot. What is your favorite food? What's your favorite restaurant in Austin?
Favorite restaurant in Austin? Oh, man. For a couple different reasons. Kirby Lane is like a classic. It's 24 hours. Used to be 24 hours at least.
24 hours.
Just such wholesome, comforting food. But there's also a spot downtown called Corriente. It's Korean food. Just amazing, like down-home cooking, Korean style. So delicious. So I'll say those 2 because they come to mind first. But Austin's just full of good food. So there's no wrong answer there.
Yeah, nice. If you had to be one animal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Got to go with a parrot, yeah.
A parrot?
My whole brand is kind of based around parrots, and I have a parrot at home. I've had him for 13, 14 years.
Yeah. Parrots live for a while, right?
They do live for a long time. So I got him when I was in middle school. He's 14 now, and he will live to be 30 or 40 years old.
Okay,
So-
for some reason I thought they lived to like 70.
So
I
the
don't know
big
anything-
ones do.
Okay, I was like, I
Yeah.
don't know anything about birds though, so.
80, 90 years for the big guys. So I would be a parrot. They're very social animals. They have a sense of rhythm and a sense of like music, you know. So my guy will tap his beak to songs that I'm playing and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say like
they're
your
very
parrot like
musical
dances.
animals. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, what is your dream festival to play?
ADE, Amsterdam Dance Event.
Okay.
For sure, yeah. For the Austinites listening, it's like South by Southwest in the sense that there's concerts all over the city, and that you'll walk into a bar and there'll be a concert, a restaurant there's a concert, a music venue of course there's a concert, but it's just amplified. Like we went to a place called Musikabau, which of course is probably not pronounced properly, but it's a contemporary music hall, normally full of probably plush, comfortable seats, and they take all the seats out, and it's a 24-hour party. And just the trust between the city and the promoters to throw parties in the wildest imagination, like the wildest places of your imagination. Every venue you can imagine, from docks to like towers to contemporary music halls. It's incredible.
That sounds pretty sick.
It is the only place on earth like
That
that.
sounds pretty sick. Just like different like venues, I feel like, and like trying to find like the artist that like fits into the venue. I bet there's a lot that goes into that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So you know how like everybody in like that really likes like techno like wears all black?
Yeah.
If they weren't allowed to wear all black, what is the other color that you think they would all wear?
Probably nothing. I think they'd go nude.
Oh my gosh.
I think a lot of techno has roots in like the BDSM community, you know? That could be it.
Well, I think that's a good place to end it. Do you have any words of inspiration following that?
A very inspiring topic to end on, but no. If anybody out there is ever thinking on a regular basis about how you wish you were more creative or you wish that you had made more progress on it, all you gotta do is set the time aside. I promise, it's that easy. So just go get it.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.